Yeah, good day, welcome to Multinet Design. In the continuation of our modern use design that we're working on. So today we want to work on this. How far we have gone. So we want to work on fencing and the whole statue environment. So let me start. So this is the floor plan. Let me decide to show you. If you are joining for the first time, this is the floor plan. So the client side and the tenant side. So here the client side, tenant side. So its client side is a duplex, while the tenant side is what? It's a 2-bedroom flat. So let's go to now. For the reason I'm going to create that topo surface. So when I have this, what I just need to do is to use pad to create what I want to create. So if you have it there, this is what you do. So you go to sites. Where is it? Masking and site. So for masking and site now, you just select a build part. So this one will get you to, so you just draw it, and then so you can edit it when you go to level site plan. Sorry, when you go to site plan, so you'll be able to match it together with what you're having here. So adjust it and match it with this. Adjust and match with this. Adjust. Okay, so those are the things you do. Then you click finish. So when you come here, you see it on 3D, so you'll be able to cover up space. So it stay on this. See that when you look at it now, you enter and suit up with the topo surface that we created. So that is it. Now I want to create fencing around this before I proceed to do something else. So I'm going to go to site level 1. Then I'm going to use wall to do that. So click here and say architecture. So what you do is that you select all rectangular. So it does not matter. All you just need to do is that number. So now I'm in level 1. I'm going to remove this. While I change this level before I move. So I'm going to change to a foundation. Then I'm going to change this one to 250. So that's what I'm supposed to have done before I put the rectangular drawing in space. So now I'm done with this. So if you look at it from 3D, you're going to see that the whole entire thing has already come. So it's using one of these. So you can decide to change the wall of the fence, but I'm going to retain it like this for now. And the next, I'm going to work on to change those things I want to change. So now let us focus on this front side. So I'm going to select this. Then I will say edit. So I want to use it to create floor. What is it called again? The road. So I'm going to say go to that site plan. Because of the annotate you have already selected, so I'm going to do that. So I'm not going to do beyond the drafting that I've done here. So I'm still going to do that so that you'll be able to maintain the uniform or even the modeling. So that's what you do. Or just select line and pick it up so that just pick uniformly for you. So do the same thing here, do the same thing. I think with this, remember these things. So you're going to make use of them by trimming and do something all around. Okay, now let's trim all. So this is modeling. This is going to appear for you. It's not like the one that just say annotation. So this is model for you. So you click here and then click and you do. You click, then break this one as well. Break it. So you do this and you do. So I've not done this one, so I'm going to do that. So I'm going to click that. Fine. So when you click finish now, I think you are done with what you need to do. So this is it. So the road is there. Now let us open this up. So I'm going to go to level fine, same way plan is there. So I'm going to open this space up. So how will I do that? Remove this line. It's not needed any longer. So now what we do is that you break it. You say modify, then you break using this one. So just break it into 2. So you make sure that this work. Sorry, it's not an issue. So you do this. Fine. So when you look at it again 3D, can you see? So it just is isolated. Now let us quickly create gate before we move on. But before we then, let me quickly use this to create the flower pot of the external. So edit. So I'm going to say, we are going to develop the whole fence completely. So I'm going to say, let's start from the lower one, or let me start from the upper part. So edit the flower first itself. So where I'm on the site, I'm going to say just a rectangular straight up. Okay, like that. So I'm going to click finish now. So I'll go back to the foundation where I choose the, so I'm going to go back here, and then I'm going to offset this one with what? With let me offset it with 100. I think will be okay. Okay, it's okay. So say finish. When you click back here, so you get it done here like this. So you can now copy this flower and put it aside. So let's do that before we move on to do whatever we want to do. So I'm going to choose one, only this. Where I come in and say sites. I think this is what I selected, and I will say copy. So from the copy now, I'll paste it. I think it's here. You can paste it and it's something far. So when you get a 3D, you'll be able to adjust and suit your taste. So you get it from here and see whether it works here. That is. So you have this. Now let's quickly create gates. How do you create gates? Go back here. So it depends on you. You just use the formula. You can use the same word to do what you want to do, but you can. I always encourage just create a gate by component. So just say model in place. Model in place. Now we're going to use from the West Television. So let's say placement, or you can search for if you have anything related, so it doesn't have to. Don't worry. So some people use door to create gate, but I'm not. I just want to model it. It's not that I want to animate or do anything or want to. No, just this as a model of presentation and everything. So you should be able to know what you are doing. So the estate west, on the west side, let it open. It's because I've not opened it before. So I have this in place. So this is where I want to cover. So what I do, extrusion is what I'm going to use, and I will say use a reference. So I'm going to pick on this wall. Good, that's my reference. So now I will start drawing. So if it's giving you edit, just put it in a relatively. So now let's start drawing. So for me, you draw the first detail line, which is going to stop here. So you design your pattern of gate the way you want it to look like. So I'm going to use different. So from here now we do this. Understand? So it's your choice in everything. So it's your choice to design it to make it look great the way you want it to be. So from here, I'm going to do this, remove this one because it's not going to be uniform. So you also do here just to mirror this one. Okay, get it up. So remove this or lower it, then take it up. So we want to do something different. So we are still working. So let it be parallel with this. You get it now. So you draw this to enter. So now you see this a little bit inside. Now you trim it. You trim this. You trim this one as well. So what you do, select this and mirror it. So you have this in place. So this is kind of gates we are talking about. So you break this one, then you trim this. So you have that in place. So you can click finish to see how far. So when you click finish now, you go to 3D and go and sit. Then from there you change the material and start adding whatever you want to add to it. So this is it. So now I'm going to change the thickness, which is just want it to be 20 mm. That's the thickness of what I want it to be. So now I will go to, so when I come here, I can say move here with question or disjoints. So move to the middle. Now I have this one now. I can trim it. Think the construction part, you can just, like, if you want a more detailed effect for what you are creating, so just click here and change the material. So since the gate is an iron, you should use iron material like a metal. So you work on this. So all these details are very tedious when you are even more tedious than when you are getting your plan and everything done. So that's why you need to take your time whenever you are doing things like this. So it depends on how you are saying it to your clients. This is part of the progress you decide to charge according to your effort. So now I'm going to use metal. So that this is gloss black. I want to use that. So very update. After updating, I can just like click OK. So when I go back to 3D, I should see what I've created. It is fine or not fine. So this is it. So now go back to the foundation. Then I will create another extrusion. This time around, I'm going to create a cylinder that is still at this spot. Where is it? So cylinder, the circle is too thick, so you do it. You will be able to see the details. So you can increase this one to 40 or 30. That will be double. Okay, I think that's okay. So shift this one to enter into wall edit. So something like you can build to wall. So what you do now, you mirror it in the halfway. Okay, do you have what I need here? That's it. So you have this in place. You can click finish. Then you go to start elevation. Now you may use this one, you may not use them, but you go to west elevation where you can see them and start proper adjustment. So what you do first is to shift this up. Okay, so now I want to make use of all this in a different way that will suit me according to the gate manipulation. So later I can do whatever I want to do. So I'm going to change this one as well to the same material. Fine, nice, recognize. So what I do now is that I will copy this. So copy like that. Then you edit this one. First go and edit in foundation and remove only one. So where is the second one? Remove this one. Why you take this one to align the front side. So what you do now is that you say edit, go to the west elevation, click finish and go to the west. Go to that west. So what you do is that I'm going to say rotate with copy. So yes, and I'll say rotate with copy. For me. So I will save this up and align it here. So I will save this one down. Can you see? So here now you have this. So 4. So when you are doing this one, I need to check this one too. I will say copy. So at the copy level, here you have something to do like this. So you can preview the dimension from here to here temporarily. So I think it's okay. So this is going to serve as what? As a pedestrian part. Okay. So the pedestrian part, we have this one in place. So this one now you are going to copy it again. You are putting it down to 200. Then you shrink it. Now you need to now copy as many as possible to the time you get to the lower side. So for me to not be wasting my time, I'll just select. Then I will bring them from here. Take it here to the last. I think is okay. So I have this one in place now. So what I need to do is that I will just mirror it. Just then you say mirror. Okay. So this one is there. Just shift it a bit. And that's all. So when you look at it from 3D, you have your gate in place. Can you see you have the gate? So this is the gate design. So whatever you want to do now, you can decide to start doing them on it. So if you want to create whatever, I think with this one now, I have to identify gate. So I'm going to mirror it to the upper side, to the next side, which is this one. I will say mirror. So let me see the attempting part that this guy will set for himself. I think he's fixing. So if their distance is not equal, it doesn't matter. All is that you are able to design what you want to design. So this is the gate aspect. We're done with that. So quickly let me finish with the fence. I'm not going to waste too much time on that one. So click save. So here we go to foundation, and the foundation I'm going to select this. So when I select this, I will see create similar thing. So but instead I'm going to go back. I will use, let me use the normal, so normal word that we have here. So instead of me using that one, I'll just use draw the line at 400. Okay, that. So I'm just going to say copy from here, copy it and paste it at the edge. So what you do now is that you start copying everything from that edge, paste it on this edge, paste it on this edge, or place it on this edge. So almost there was not there, but what you just did was adjust it. Fine, I think with this. Now what I need now is that I will draw this. I will now say okay, from the foundation, what I need is to draw this one to like let's say 1.5. Okay, I'm going to change 1.5. So let's say offset from the lower part as well should be 500. So just let's say 2000 this one, because it's going to be more, it's going to be 12. So you draw this one here, so you get still maintain the same material, just do it like that. So when you have this one here now, so stop copying, copy from here, positive, then put it there, then put it there. Fine. So you look at it from 3D and see the changes in all distance. Fine, isn't it? So now what you see is that you select all of them here, then you reduce their heights to 1.5, or let's say 1000. I think 1000. Good, I think I love it. That. So I'm going to do this one. This one is going to be taller than normal. So I'll increase this one to 3000. Good. So that's just a simple design of, you can just use the manipulation of the design and everything. It doesn't take much time, just a orientation, and you work on this in your own way. So if you want to adjust some little details to this now, it's easy for us to do and put that in order and do the needful. So but for now, this is how far I want to stop. And you can see that the whole environment changes from the previous to this one. So the next one now will focus on more on technical issue on how to print and everything. So for this, I'm okay. So when you check it from the, so let me quickly do something by say camera. From the camera angle, let me choose from this side. Let's see. So this is it. So you look more real. Just adjust so that you capture only the view that you want to see. So you see how to do. So if your those things are too low, just change them to like 200 or 200 again. Be sure you maintain the ratio. So I mean the value. So now you can check and say realistic. So it takes time to get uploaded. From realistic now you can catch a shadow. So the shadow will take time to update. So at the end of everything, you see the beauty of what you have created. So you can just have different background different view for its different things. So all those things are just normal things that we do in architecture. We put more effort together, we just line the basic. So this is going to land you in reality. So let's say you just like changing the background for this. So just say you have this. So here you have the shadow. You have just changed the background by saying I would love gradient instead of me using normal sky. So let me just use gradient. I will use this one that a little bit fine. So that is it. So if you love it like this, you can present it. If you don't love it like this, do the rendering and do whatever you want to do. So this is how far the gate looks like. If you don't want it to, you don't want to see that, we'll go back to the hidden line, and the hidden line will give you, and you see that the drawing has come up and you further. So there are so many things you can do with it. Just play with Revit, how far you go. So if this one is giving you confusion, you will take care of it by eliminating it from the editing part. So time for watching. See you in the next tutorial. God bless you.